Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here, and welcome to another video. So I'm casually watching this week's SmackDown, and to be honest with you, I wasn't that optimistic. The last few weeks of SmackDown haven't exactly been groundbreaking. And then we get this segment with Pat McAfee and Austin Theory. Great to see Pat McAfee back. And then, out of nowhere, and I literally got goosebumps when the initial theme hit, The Rock, the Brahma Bull, the great one, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, returns to WWE after 4 years to SmackDown, and that Denver crowd ate it up. What a reception. It was deafening. And I couldn't believe it. Being an Attitude Era guy, I thought I was in some sort of time lapse. And of course, on the night as well, we saw an interaction between John Cena and The Rock, hugging it out. And I thought, God, am I going all the way back a decade plus between when they had, of course, those back-to-back WrestleMania matchups? And what a segment. And if you think about it logically, right, Austin Theory has been in a segment with Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 38. He's had a match with John Cena at WrestleMania 39, beat John Cena, and now he's in a promo with The Rock. Absolute madness, and kudos to Austin Theory. He held his own. I can't believe he had the balls to counter The Rock's "it doesn't matter what you think." I mean, fair play to Austin Theory. He held his own, but of course The Rock grilled Austin Theory, gave him a taste of his own medicine, delivered the people's elbow, and of course Pat McAfee joined in afterwards and delivered his version of the people's elbow. And just from a fan perspective, you could see Pat McAfee was like a kid in a candy store being in the ring with The Rock, and it was just a breath of fresh air to see. Triple H isn't dumb. He knows that WWE fans are still mourning the tragic loss of Bray Wyatt. So to pick us up a little bit as well with this and having The Rock in Denver was just completely out of nowhere. Now, as good as the segment was, of course there's going to be tails wagging left, right and centre, and especially after what The Rock said on the Pat McAfee show. Allegedly, The Rock claims that, he doesn't claim, he said that The Rock and Roman to face each other at WrestleMania 39 was allegedly a lock-in. It was a shoo-in to happen, and for whatever reason, it didn't happen. So, of course, the question is going to come up. Are we potentially going to see that matchup between the two of them at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia? And, of course, get down in the comment section. Would you like to see that matchup? Is that a dream matchup for you? Now, looking back at things now, it very much appears that if the plan had been for The Rock to take on Roman at WrestleMania 39, then maybe WWE's A plan was for Cody Rhodes to take on Roman at WrestleMania 40, had that match taken place between Roman and Rock at WrestleMania 39, and then Cody is the one to dethrone Roman. Now, of course, if WWE go with The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 40 in Philly, that's going to be the main event. And you've got to think the undisputed title is going to be on the line. It makes no sense for Roman to drop the belt to that point. And if that's the case, clearly Roman's going to go over The Rock. The Rock isn't going to go over Roman. I highly doubt they're going to do a 2013 was it, when The Rock took the title off CM Punk, the WWE title, at the Royal Rumble, and then of course went on to have his match against John Cena for that very title. I highly doubt that The Rock's going to have another short run in WWE like that. So clearly it's just going to be a feel-good, mega, once-in-a-lifetime match between The Rock and Roman. Roman goes over. But where does that leave Cody Rhodes? Surely he can't finish his story. It would be incomplete, wouldn't it, if he was to take the World Heavyweight title? I've always read it as Cody Rhodes is finishing his story by dethroning Roman Reigns and winning that undisputed title. Now, I don't want to see Seth versus Cody, mainly due to the fact that Cody's already beaten Seth 3 times. What's he going to do, beat him 4 times? Seth deserves better than that. Of course, Seth might not be the champion, World Heavyweight Champion, going into WrestleMania, so of course we've got to explore that. But I feel it would just be a consolation prize for Cody Rhodes to take the World Heavyweight title over the undisputed title. There's unfinished business. Cody's story finishes by dethroning Roman Reigns, in my personal opinion. But the mouth-watering prospect of having The Rock versus Roman headlining WrestleMania 40, surely they're going to want to push that. And if WrestleMania 39 was a lock-in, allegedly, could this still potentially be an option down the line. Personally, as much as I'd love to see Rock versus Roman, I don't need it in my life right now. And I get it, The Rock's no spring chicken, and if he's going to have this match against Roman, it's got to happen at some point. But personally, I don't want to see it for a main title belt in WWE. Certainly not the undisputed title. I don't want to see it for that bout, but I can only think if it were to be at WrestleMania, it would kind of logically be for that bout to continue the dominance of Roman Reigns. It would have less of a wow factor about it if it were to be a non-title match, just Roman Reigns beat The Rock in a standard match, right? But who knows? Again, we'll just have to wait and see what WWE are planning down the line. But a really, really tasty segment this week on SmackDown. And it just shows how highly WWE regard Austin Theory. And to be fair to Austin Theory, he held his own. Not many people could do that. They would literally melt away in the presence of The Rock. And he played that heel antagonist so well. He plays that so well. But it's just disappointing. He does it on the big stage, or in the big moments, should I say. But then on the week-to-week shows, he's pretty underwhelming, and you got to think his US title run wasn't great, to say the least. So I just feel like he's so close to getting there, Austin Theory. But what did you think of today's mega moment? I look forward to hearing your comments in the comments section. And as always, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new.